Do Good Maverico here. Welcome to the Do Good Maverico podcast. You know, is this how you're going to escape the 9 to 5 rat race in 2025? It might be. If you want to escape the matrix of the 9 to 5 rat race in 2025, you should consider paid communities. It's gaining popularity these days. Is it just a short-term is it just a short-term fad? I don't think so at all. And a really exciting thing about it is that the trend is so early. It's so early, so you have a chance to catch this trend early and kind of ride this wave. Like the saying goes, a rising tide lifts all boats. So if you get on board this early, it's a lot easier to build something in a growing and trending market. And the main thing that I think is that it's just so extremely valuable to members. Making money, it's about solving problems, providing value, serving people. And with a paid community, if you choose the right category and the right way to set it up, the right niche, industry, all that, the amount of value you can provide to people is mind-boggling. Of course, you can put a lot of stuff inside the paid community. That seems to be the way people are focusing on it these days. That if you want to provide a lot of value to people with a paid community, you put as much things inside the paid community as possible. Courses, calls, a bunch of stuff. And that's right. Absolutely right. But it's not the only way. A big thing that a lot of people seems to overlook is choosing the right niche. Because if you choose the right niche to build a paid community in, the community itself is the value. For a lot of paid communities, they're not even interested in having courses or many teachings from you inside the community itself. What they are interested in is gaining access to the other members. So let's say if it's, for example, the example I've taken before, like successful rental real estate investors, for example. If you have a community for those, they want access to all of those other ones so that they can learn from each other, do deals together, mastermind, collaborate, do joint ventures, get tips, advice, do problem solving, get contextual, not contextual advice. You can Google things, but if you have a paid community of others that they have a proven track record, for example, if it's for a community only for real estate investors with at least $5 million in investments, for example, you kind of knows that most of them, they know what they're talking about. You're not just talking to wildly random people on the internet. This is specifically for the subject that you are asking about. So then if you have a question about something, you can explain. If you're a member of this community, of that community, you can explain your situation, and then other people can give you contextual advice on that thing. And you can get input from multiple different people, but they are in the same niche. Really interesting. And super valuable. Extremely valuable. You get paid from, like Jim Rohn used to say, you get paid for bringing value to the marketplace, providing value for people, solving problems, helping them get results. And with paid communities, you can be the one connecting people together. So that the value they get is from each other, but you are the one kind of orchestrating it together. So yeah. But yeah, is this how you're going to escape the 9 to 5 rat race in 2025? It might be. You know, I'm in the process of interviewing 30 success stories of people that are making at least $10,000 in profit per month from a paid community. But a lot of people are making a lot more than $10,000 per month. But yeah. But so far, I've only interviewed a few of them. But it's super exciting stuff. And one of the things that really kind of shocked me was how quickly several of these people were able to do it. An older lady started pretty much from zero, and within the second month, she was making like $14,000 per month. I think that was revenue, but like that's like $10,000 in profit in month 2 from zero. Imagine if you could escape the rat race in 2 months. You know, that could be a completely different lifestyle. You know, with $10,000 in profit per month, you're not wealthy, you're not a multi-millionaire. I'm not saying that, but still, it's a wildly different lifestyle than being trapped in the matrix of the 9 to 5 rat race. Another guy I interviewed, he launched, he was launching fast. That was one of my big takeaways from that guy. He got the idea for a paid community. I think it was the very next day he launched it. And I think, I forgot exactly, but I think it was in like 3 months, something like that. He was at around or over $10,000 in profit per month. So yeah, you know, things can change fast. Maybe like me, you have failed for years. Maybe I've also been going from thing to thing and been too slow to take action, made silly mistakes, gotten scammed, whatever it is. In this day and age, things can also change quickly for the better, you know. Nail it and scale it, like they say. Once you nail it online, then you can scale it. And a really fascinating thing also about paid communities is that most of them is monthly subscriptions, you know. That way, let's say if you're getting 10 members the first month, okay, when the second month comes, you already have 10 members. Maybe even 10% of them was churning, so like 10% of them stop being members, but you still have 9 members in the second month. So if you get 10 more members in month 2, now you have like 19 members, and you can keep growing it. Whereas if you're building something else, you're kind of starting from zero every month. Maybe you have the systems and stuff like that, but my point is building a subscription business, a membership business, is very different. You have a lot more predictability, and also when it comes to the way subscription businesses are valued, you know, the valuation of a business, if it's a subscription business, the valuation is usually a lot higher than if it's just a normal business with sales the normal way, you know. So that's interesting things to keep in mind. you know, when it comes to this thing of freedom, escaping the 9 to 5 rat race, it's I'm not an expert at this, not at all. But when I'm interviewing these people, especially lately, when I've been interviewing these people about running a successful paid community that is making at least $10,000 in profit per month, it was pretty shocking to see, yeah, to see how stupid I've been, or to see how many silly mistakes I made and how I've been overcomplicating things. Because you know, we tend to fall in this trap of overcomplicating things. Maybe in the beginning we think it's super easy, then we find out, oh snap, it's not that easy. I'm an amateur. Oh, I suck. And then you start learning more and more. I know I knew I sucked, but now I'm even worse than I thought I was. And you find out how little you know, and then you kind of get somehow in that process of learning things. A lot of people kind of get stuck in almost a form or an advanced form of analysis by paralysis, where they kind of get frozen or is not taking action. Then you have other people that might still know a lot less than you. They're taking action and nailing it, making money. So right now, it's almost guaranteed there are people out there more stupid than you, with less knowledge than you, less experience than you, less talent than you, lower IQ than you, less education than you, less privilege than you, less connections than you, with poorer communication skills than you, with worse marketing skills than you, yet they're making more money than you. Oh, does all those things don't matter? Oh, yes, they matter a lot. They are super important. Those things I just listed, super important stuff. But the thing is, if you're not taking any action, what's going to happen? Kind of like Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if if you're standing there with a baseball bat waiting for the perfect pitch, oh, I'm waiting for the perfect pitch, but you're never swinging. How are you going to hit the ball out of the park if you're never swinging? Are you waiting for someone to throw the ball directly at your baseball bat? Yeah, you're still not going to hit it out of the park. So my point is, you need to take action. And I'm not someone kind of pointing fingers here. I'm talking to myself, looking back at my own not so good, my own horrible track record. What's one of the biggest mistakes I did? Did not take action. Of course, it's not just about taking action and hustling. It's also about choosing the right thing. But yeah, also when I have found good ideas to execute on, oftentimes I'm not taking action soon enough. And you have other people taking action and nailing it. So yeah. Why why is paid communities such a good opportunity? Why can't you just do something else? Of course you can do something else, but a really unique thing about paid communities is that it's such a brilliant fit for being a lifestyle business. If you want a business that can be like a cash cow that's generating monthly cash flow in a predictable way while adding tremendous value to the members, the clients, the customers, while also providing a lot of free time, something that, a business that can be a form of semi-passive income. A paid community can be a brilliant fit for that. Even if you want to work more, I want to work a lot more than just 4 to 15 hours per week. But it's still a great advantage to that, and that it's that when a business model can be easily managed, it's also oftentimes a lot easier to build, if there is less variables and less complications. It's usually a lot easier to scale and get off the ground. So yeah, if you're already, if you find yourself trapped in a job or in the matrix, in the 9 to 5 rat race, a lot of people tend to think that okay, if you want to escape the rat race, you have to quit your job and start a business. But you don't have to do it that way. You can just launch it as a side hustle, as they call it, while you're still having a job, and gradually build that side hustle. So you can start a paid community while you still have a full-time job, gradually get more members until you have way more than full income. So you have full income plus a big buffer so that you're already generating way more than a full income from that paid community. Then you can quit your job. So you don't have to necessarily make that leap before you have the income, And once you have like a 5 or multiple 5-figure monthly profit from a paid community, it's unless you have some kind of crazy high churn rates, it's a pretty predictable monthly income. Is this how you're going to escape the 9 to 5 rat race in 2025? The opportunity is definitely there, but I guess one of the main things it comes down to is are you going to take action? And if you take action, are you going to be consistent long enough to see the results? And the exciting thing is that when it comes to paid communities and this online world, things can change fast. A thing I often think about is the US Marines. They say it takes 90 days to train a US Marine. They're taking a 20-year-old man, a 20-year-old kid, as a lot of people call it. Maybe he's sitting on a lawnmower, mowing the grass in front of his parents' house as a 20-year-old. They take that guy, or he comes himself, from cutting grass. He joins the US Marines, and they spend 90 days training him. And now he is a US Marine ready to go to war. Like 90 days. Isn't that fascinating? At least that's what it says online. 90 days. A lot of things can change in 90 days, especially in this online world, where if you get things to work, there's a lot of ways you can scale things. So yeah, I saw a Facebook post. I think it was earlier today. A Facebook post or Instagram post, whatever it was. Someone was posting, saying something like, when you build a business, for the first 5 years, it's not to make money, it's just to learn. Oh, okay. So I have to spend half a decade running a business just to learn, and then I will start making money. So I'll just work for free for 5 years. You don't have to do it that way. I'm absolutely no expert, but when you see on these real life success stories, these guys that I've interviewed, it's mind-boggling how fast things can change. I failed myself for years, but yeah, it doesn't have to be that way. If you choose the right business model, the right business idea, the right niche category, industry, and then you focus on the right actions, there's thousands of things you can do, but if you focus on the main money-making activities, getting sales, creating and posting content, doing outreach, running ads, doing joint ventures, strategic alliances, getting affiliates, stuff like that, generating sales, things can change really fast. And if you on top of that is building like a paid community where it is a subscription business, a membership business, you kind of have that compounding effect as well. You're getting some members the first month. The second month, you still have members from that month. So you're growing it and kind of compounding it. So yeah, exciting stuff. If you want to learn from these real life success stories, you should check out communitycashcows.com. communitycashcows.com. See you there.